Michael Porter Jr. See, after saying that he would beat any WNBA player as just an 8th grader, the Brooklyn Nets just banned him from all podcasts because he was on quite a run. So where did this all go wrong? Well, you see, back in high school, the world thought MPJ was going to be the next Kevin Durant. He was 6'10", had a 7-foot wingspan, he could shoot the lights at the gym, averaged 36 points a game, was the Naismith Player of the Year, the McDonald's All-American MVP. He really was the truth back then. Now, he had offers to go play college ball anywhere he wanted, but he chose to go to Missouri because his dad had just became an assistant coach there. But that's where everything went wrong. See, MPJ broke his back in the first game of the season, which forced him to miss pretty much the rest of his entire college career. Now, obviously, this was a very tough time for him, and he actually opened up about it on his podcast a few months ago, but maybe went a little too far because unprompted to, he just admitted that that's when he became addicted to women and that his brother, still awaiting sentencing in a gambling case, had become addicted to gambling at that point too. He then followed that statement up by saying, yeah, Jonte would have been into women too, but he just couldn't get any like me, so he gambled. Crazy take, but after his recovery for that back injury, he was still picked by the Denver Nuggets because of his potential. And when he arrived, he became Michael Never Swing the Rock Porter Jr. Despite his back problems still affecting him in the first few seasons, he really became an elite role player alongside Jokic and even won a championship. There was really never any off-the-court issues. He would just catch and shoot. That was, though, until he was traded to the Brooklyn Nets. For whatever reason, he decided to start hopping on like every podcast ever and went on a generational run, starting with the Nelk Boys, where he told them that he'd make women watch Andrew Tate clips to see their reaction.
I need to see a little bit about their like beliefs. So I'm not saying I'm a misogynist or anything, but I'll throw on some Andrew Tate and see how they react.
Then the next week explained how tempting gambling is to him by saying, imagine if you could get all your homies rich by hitting an under, which his brother did. Like, actually just that. Crazy.
Think about if you could get all your homies rich by telling him, yo,
No
bet $10,000 on my under, this one game I'm gonna act like I got an injury.
He then brought adult film star Lana Rhoades on his own podcast and finished it up yesterday by saying that WNBA players would lose to middle school boys and that when he was in middle school, he used to cook them.
My sisters went to University of Missouri and I was still a young dude, and they had me playing like on the scout team, and they had a few WNBA players on the team like Sophie Cunningham and a couple others, and I think I was like in the 7th or 8th grade going dumb.
After all the crazy stuff he said, the Nets heard that one and was like, yo dude, no more podcasts, you're banned. On the court though, he has really been cooking. He's kind of been the lone bright spot for the Nets, so I get it. They want to keep him out of trouble and get that 30 points a game.